What's good, FiveM crew? Say hello to the LMX AI chatbot, your server's new ultimate in-game assistant. This bad boy guides players, answers questions, and even sets waypoints, all with a slick vibe. Let's jump in and see it shine. The LMX AI chatbot is truly just a next level helper built right into your server. If you need to explain the rules, mark a spot on the map, or just simply help the player understand a rule, it can do it all. Let's see how it works. Once you're in the game, you just need to type the command t/helper or any command you can configure in the configuration file, which we will check out later, and the menu opens up where you last left it. You can press move and resize to move the menu anywhere on your screen, or increase and decrease the size of it, if, for example, you're asking a complicated question. You also have an option to choose dark mode and light mode, which also stays on at all times. Now, what's so cool about this chatbot? Well, you see, we're going to clear this chat that I wrote for the intro and type something and ask it a question. So, let's ask, how old do I have to be to play? Let's see what it says. It says you must be over the age of 16 to participate. Now, how does it know this? Well, actually, if you click on this little edit knowledge button here, you can actually view and edit the knowledge of this chatbot live right here in the server. And if we scroll down here, we'll see, oh, players must be over the age of 16 to participate. What if you want to just change this? Well, let's just put 18. Maybe the rules changed and now you need to be 18 to participate. How will the chatbot update? Let's see. You press save, and then we're going to ask the exact same question, the same way as before. Press enter, and now the chatbot knows that you actually have to be 18 to participate. So we've just changed the knowledge of the chatbot live. This will, of course, sync with all players, so every player in the server will be able to use this menu and will actually see that change live, so they can just ask the chatbot anything new that you added. Another amazing feature is actually these suggestions here, which you can change yourself in the configuration file. It can give us summaries of the rules, it can give us current events, where jobs are located, or anything you would like. Now, let's see, right? We're going to get a summary of the keybinds here real quick. So you press the summary keybind summary button, and the AI types out a summary of all of the keybinds available in the server itself. Now, we can also just ask a question like, how do I open my inventory? Which will actually tell us that answer by pressing F2, or you can also summarize it however you would like to show this information. Next up, clickable waypoints. The AI can drop locations like car meet or VIP zone right into the chat. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, have a look. Let's see. We're going to press current events, and we'll see that it tells me the events that are happening in the server right now. Again, how does it know this? Well, inside of the knowledge menu, we've defined that there is an event here and there at Maze Bank and Legion Square. Now, if I actually press the Legion button, which is automatically highlighted by the chatbot and even tells me to click it, it'll mark a blip on the map, so the player will actually know where to go and where to drive. So as you can see, here's the blip, right? If you go back to the menu, again, everything's saved. We're going to just press mining job, right? So we're going to say, where is the mining job located? It actually replies that the mining job is located on the map. So you press the button, and now if you see, it is marked as the mining job on the map. Again, same goes with the tailor job, which is automatically marked on the map. Now you might ask, what happens if a player asks an unrelated question to the rules of the game? Well, let's see. I'm going to ask, how tall is Mount Everest? This is something that is not relating to the game, and that bot will just reply with, please ask the staff to update the knowledge in my submenu. Of course, it only knows and only replies from the knowledge that is provided in the submenu. Again, we'll show off some more rule questions here, like for example, can I RDM? And the chatbot will reply with, no, you cannot RDM. And then you can just ask, what is RDM, if you want to know the answer to it. And RDM, it tells you the exact meaning of it in the rules you set for the bot. So again, this is compatible with any framework any server, and it completely fits everybody's budget. So it's just something absolutely incredible. It's a game changer. It saves time, boosts immersion, makes your server just pop. Custom answers, waypoints, dope UI. I mean, it's the full package. Now, let's jump over to the configuration file, where I'll explain some of the available features currently. So, the first thing is supported languages. This chatbot supports over 14 languages with the ability to always add more. Just simply change the locale here, and you can speak to it in any language. It automatically understands that you've changed the language, so the bot will automatically speak in English, French, Italian, Korean, even Chinese. The next awesome part of the configuration is actually these suggestions, which you can just change yourself and make them be anything. If you want the player to know the location of the bank, you can just simply write the bank and where is the bank located, and when they press that button, the chatbot will automatically spew out the bank location. Furthermore, there's tips. So every 30 minutes in the chat, a tip will appear that you're supposed to use this chatbot to actually find things on the map or things to do in the server. Another amazing feature. Here you can change the command to whatever you would like. And it even shows a welcome pop-up. So I'm going to show you that in a moment now, which you can of course turn on and off, but it's just helpful for players to be able to remind themselves that they can actually use the chatbot for any problems or any tips or any questions they have. So here's the example of how that pop-up looks like. Here I am on the multi-character screen, and when I press play, the pop-up appears there in the bottom right, nice and simple and easy, and it tells you the command name and that you're supposed to use the AI assistant. And there in the chat is an example of how the tip will look like. Again, this is just here to ease the work off of the staff members and just allow the players to ask questions themselves and not have to struggle with waiting for answers in tickets in Discord, or struggling trying to find a staff member to talk to them, to just ask them a question about the server rules to make sure they're not breaking it. And also in advanced scenes. So for example, if the player is in a shootout and he needs to know, can he kill a police officer? Is that allowed? Well, this chatbot can just let him know. I mean, let's say it's this simple, right? We just open the menu and ask the question if you can shoot a police officer, and the bot will just tell you no. It's in the server rules that you cannot shoot a police officer. Amazing. Now, let's kill two birds with one stone here. A lot of people have questions about optimization. Is the script optimized? Well, here you go. Look for yourself. Opening and closing the menu and typing to the bot uses absolutely zero performance from your server, client and server side. So it's completely optimized. And I did say we're going to kill two birds with one stone. What if a member wanted to change the knowledge of the bot? Well, they can't. Only administrators can actually modify the knowledge of the bot in the menu. Again, amazing. So server owners and players, do you want this AI on your team? Snag the LMX AI chatbot now in the description or the pinned comment section. It'll keep your server lit. Love this? Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and smash the bell for more notifications and FiveM goodness. Drop your thoughts below, and let's talk with the chatbot in the servers. Catch you later.